This episode is brought to you in part by Canderel. Coming soon, a luxury master-planned condominium community rising at the corner of Bathurst and St. Clair. Situated directly on the subway and streetcar line, a monument of architecture and interior design, a timeless expression of glamour and grace. Forêt Forest Hill. Register today at live@forêt.ca. That's live@FORET.ca.
You commit yourself to being a good husband according to our values and traditions.
I do.
You commit yourself to being a good wife according to our values and traditions.
I do.
That's the sound of Ari Sitnik, a Toronto Chabad rabbi who appears in the newest music video with Drake, which came out over the weekend. The video shows the lavish wedding where Drake gets married, and Sitnik is right near the beginning. He's wearing his own clothes, the traditional garb of an ultra-Orthodox rabbi, the black hat and the long beard. And as he officiates, Sitnik asks Drake and his betrothed whether they'll act according to our faith. Then things get really crazy. Drake, who is Jewish, marries not one bride, but 23 of them. Ari Sitnik doesn't have an agent yet, and until now he hasn't needed one. He was born in Brazil, he went to yeshiva to become a rabbi, he's a married father of 4, and the secretary of his synagogue in the Clanton Park neighborhood of Toronto. But Sitnik's career didn't take the traditional rabbinic path. He doesn't call himself rabbi. His day job is working as a computer specialist. And on the side, for the past 20 years, he's dabbled in very small acting jobs, including for a wrestling match a couple of years ago that benefited a local Jewish charity called Tomchei Shabbos. You can imagine, though, his life has changed dramatically after he got the call 2 weeks ago to show up at the Royal York Hotel and be a part of the top-secret filming of Drake's new music video.
It was just for the fun and for the paycheck, and not the part that I did. I think I made us all look good and in a positive light, and the rest is Drake's problem. It's his part in it, not mine.
I'm Ellen Besner, and this is what Jewish Canada sounds like for Monday, June the 20th, 2022. Welcome to the CJN Daily, sponsored by Metropia. Ari Sitnik insists he wasn't told in advance exactly what he would be doing when he took this new gig in Drake's video for the song Falling Back. Drake's people did accommodate the rabbi's religious needs. They ordered him a kosher meal from the Chicken Nest, and they changed the filming schedule so his part was shot on a Sunday, not the Saturday. Coming up, we'll chat with Sitnik about the whole experience of playing Drake's rabbi for 28 seconds and whether he's worried about possible criticism that he's giving his blessing to something that has markers of a Jewish wedding in it, like dancing with a napkin, but isn't really all that kosher. First, though, here's what's making news elsewhere in Canada right now.
I'm Ashley Herman.
And I'm Esther Herman.
In Toronto. And this is what Jewish Canada sounds like.
Speaking of Jewish celebrities filming in Canada, a casting call went out for people to appear in a new Adam Sandler movie. It's called You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah. Jewish community centers and the Megan Brothers Party Planners Group in Toronto sent out a note last week looking for extras of all ages. The film's being produced by Sandler's company, Happy Madison Production, for Netflix. And I don't know if they've already filled their quotas for the extras, but the application form says it wants people who have experience at bat mitzvahs and bar mitzvahs. How I know this is I applied. Okay, it was purely for research purposes for you guys, okay? Anyway, production takes place from June 20th to mid-August in Toronto, and I'll let you know if I get called. And joining me now from Toronto is Ari Sitnik. Congratulations on being the rabbi in Drake's new video. It's amazing. How has the reaction been so far?
So far, my social media has exploded with reactions. They have all been positive, mostly hilarious, and I'm still in shock by the whole repercussion. I'm happy I did it, but it's been something completely new and different for me. Nothing I ever experienced before.
So you've never been an actor before?
Well, I have been in other video productions. I have been in some that were made for TV, but they were all background roles. Somebody sitting, a Jew crossing the street, a Jew in the crowd, a Jew in the synagogue, nothing major. There was another role that I did for a community-related organization, and that one was actually an active role. It was for fun. I did it for the, just for the enjoyment.
We need to know. You're not an actor. You have a day job, right? Where
No,
you earn
I don't.
Right.
No,
What's
no,
your day job?
I do IT support. I work from home. I do remote support. I work for a company abroad, and I just log into the remote systems and I support the customers all over the world, wherever they are. I've done computers in the Philippines, in Israel, in South America, in Central America, mostly in the States. So I'm just a regular 9-to-5 guy.
How did this connection happen that you ended up being cast as a rabbi? You got to start from the beginning.
The producer of that community video, Gian Magen from the Megan Boys, he has a contact in the media, several contacts in the media industry. One of them is Stu Stone, who contacted Gian. They're looking for a rabbi. Do you know anyone? And Gian mentioned my name, and the rest is history, as they say. Again.
Okay, no, but so from the rest of this history is a whole story. So we need to know. So they call you. You didn't have to audition, right? Did you have to send a tape?
No tape. I actually just sent a picture. They wanted somebody who would look like a rabbi. I guess whoever else they had wouldn't wouldn't be legit looking, or somebody else might have been afraid. And I'm not so afraid. I thought this is a gig. This is work. I'm not doing anything I'm not officially a rabbi. I'm not going to do anything in an official function.
Okay, so you get there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you already know what your role was? Like, did they send you a script and everything so you knew what to do, or how did that work? There
was no real script. I knew that I would be playing the rabbi, but I didn't know what I was going to say, if I was going to say, how it was going to appear, or anything like that. We got on set, and there were two stand-ins, one for Drake and one for the first bride that appears. And the director tells me, could you say a line or something that would say, do you take him or her to be your husband, wife, and now I declared you husband and wife? Well, we don't really have that in a Jewish wedding, which made it, in a sense, easier for me, because I thought there would be, if anybody would come with a negative reaction, there was no chuppah. It was just a floral arrangement on a frame. If anybody wanted to say that this is they're trying to make fun of a chuppah, this is not a chuppah. There was nothing Jewish about it. This was just, do you commit yourself to being a good husband? Do you commit yourself to being a good wife? And now declare you're married, and that's it.
Did you have any input into the wording? Like, you told them what you want to say and they were okay with it? Because, you have to be careful of your own image, right?
Right. We worked it out on the spot. It was done within minutes.
Okay, so you said you were there with stand-ins to do the filming. So you weren't there so you never met Drake, or you did?
I did meet Drake. Drake was in and out of the set very quickly, only for when he was needed.
Did you have any chance to speak to him, not as part of the lines, but like outside of it, or talk to him at all?
No, unfortunately not. I wish I could.
What would you have said? What would you have said?
You really want to know? I had my tefillin with me, and I would have asked him to put on tefillin, because we know that he's Jewish according to halacha, and I would have been privileged to help him do this mitzvah if we had the chance. But the fact that he just ran in and out was a little bit of a barrier.
Okay, you mentioned a bit about earlier. You mentioned there was no chuppah, there was no breaking glass. I don't think, right? And there was no shiva brachas. There was no nothing about the decade, none of that stuff.
No.
Did you try? Did you ask them to do, or you maybe said, I don't want the Jewish part because of other
No.
Hesitation.
The moment I saw that there was no chuppah, I already had an idea that there wouldn't be too much in Jewish terms. The fact that they didn't have a line rehearsed and they didn't ask anything, and I wasn't even present for the ring scene when he
you
puts
weren't
on the
there.
rings.
So I guess, there might be criticism, that he married 23 women in front of a rabbi. Do you know what I mean? How are you going to answer those questions to your community?
Well, I'll answer. One, it was there. I was aware that he would marry multiple women, and at the same time, this is a story. This is a video. This is a tale. This is not real. We know that this is all fake, and it's made for the song. It's not made for anybody to take a real a role out of it. I know that wouldn't be correct, even according to Jewish tradition, according to those who allow polygamy. It wouldn't be done that way. Absolutely not.
Right. So wait, when was the first time you actually saw the whole thing together? Was it when it dropped, or you got like a rehearsal view before or a preview?
No, this morning when it came out.
So how do you think you appear? How did you come out? What's your reaction to how you look?
Frankly, I think I could have had my tie a little straighter and could have looked a little better, but it wasn't bad. I don't think I looked that horrible. The microphone.
And did you get a wardrobe too? Or did you wear your own clothes? You mentioned wardrobe.
I wore my own clothes. The only thing
no makeup, nothing, right?
No makeup. They gave
me
a tie.
Did they do your hair?
Nope. They gave me a tie. Well, they actually moved my beard a little from sticking down to being a little rounder. The rest was my clothes. They gave me a tie and they didn't like my shoes, but the main part of it were my own clothes.
And you didn't get any souvenirs at all? A signed picture from Drake, an album, nothing?
No, nothing.
So you said your social media has been blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
Any criticisms?
No negative reaction whatsoever. People actually have mentioned that this is a very nice way to put Jews in a positive light in social media, especially Orthodox Jews, and I'm happy for that.
Do you follow? You knew who Drake was, of course, before, right?
Yes, I've known about him. My wife has known about Drake from the Degrassi days. I'm not from Toronto, so I didn't know that.
So you don't listen to his music normally?
I'm not a fan of hip hop. Nothing wrong with it, just not my cup of tea.
Right. So now you've seen it. Did you hear some of the lyrics? How does that go down?
I did not listen to the lyrics. And the moment that I saw that my part was just in the first minute and a half, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to pay attention. I know that the lyrics may be controversial, but I have no association with the lyrics. And my part was there just to do the little part and frankly earn a paycheck.
Are you getting job offers now? Because this is going to be kickstarting your career big time. You know that, right?
I no job offers yet. I don't know what's coming up. The life is full of surprises, and let's see what opportunities can come out of this. I'm not quitting my day job yet. Thank you.
So now it's out. Now what do you do? Are you going to go to shul and try to face the music and see what everybody says, or are you going to hide?
Yes, absolutely. I'll show up in shul with my regular talis bag and a pack of chewing gum as I give to the kids every Shabbos. And life continues. Life goes on. This was a job. I got paid. And that's it.
And that's what Jewish Canada sounds like for this episode of the CJN Daily, sponsored by Metropia. Integrity, community, quality, and customer care. We put the link to Drake's new video in our show notes so you can see what we're talking about. And we put our full-length interview with Ari Sitnik also on the CJN's YouTube channel. Let us know what you think. You can reach me at ebessner@thecjn.ca. Today's listener shout-out goes to Michael Brook of Toronto. And we'll end today with more from the Drake video. This is his mom, Sandy Graham, as mother of the groom, of course, what else? And here is her part where she leans over to one of the guests and she shows him the invitation, which reads, "We do," and it lists Aubrey Drake Graham and the real names of his 23 brides.
I feel think he's really taking these ones seriously.
He sure is. How can you say